We finished cutting out our lining, so now we're ready to apply it to the inside of our fascinator. And I like to put a little weight there while I'm pinning it. So I'm going to put a little weight there and then start tucking this under a 1/2 inch and make it about 1/8 of an inch down from the edge. And again, we're going to do 2 sides. And I'm going to do this side. You want to make sure that you're not going to see it from the outside. And then we're going to do the 4th side here. Then in between, and if there's extra fabric, then I make a little tuck. So you probably will have 2 or 3 little tucks. It depends on how small your frame is. If you have a larger round one, you're going to have a lot more, maybe 5, because you want it to fit in there like a glove. You don't want it to go straight across, you want it to fit down in there, and sometimes you need a few pleats to do that. So I'm going to finish pinning this. And we'll be ready to base this down. A little pleat there. Alrighty, that looks great. And if you have labels, then you might want to put a label in your hat at this time before you start sewing. And now our next consideration is how are we going to attach the hat to our head? And what I like to use is either combs or elastic. And I have some elastic here. So I'm going to cut a piece about 13 inches and sew that in here before I sew the lining down. And I also like to make the hat look as beautiful on the inside as it is on the outside. I have some gimp here that we're going to use for finishing the inside. So the first thing we need to do right now is attach the elastic. And people who haven't sewed before, they look at the elastic and they go, oh, does that go under my chin? That'll look awful. No, the elastic goes in the back under your hair and it should be invisible. You shouldn't see it when you're walking. Alrighty, let's get started sewing.